We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Albert Pujols looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next. JT Brubaker is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And now here is Lou Brock. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For St. Louis, the left fielder, number 20.
Here's the first pitch.
Brock.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Now to the plate, here is Eric Davis. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, you always want to be the team that jumps out to that early lead and sets the tone. And after back-to-back singles right here in the first inning, that's exactly what this offense is looking to do.
Next to dig in, Yadier Molina. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in Atlanta.
And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Albert Pujols, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy has certainly etched his place in this game's history.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Wow, we really got to see some elite speed burning around the base paths on that play. He came all the way around to score rather easily, and that top speed on show track makes me think we should start saying he's in scoring position when he's at first base. Right at Bob Gibson, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
Batting second, the left fielder.
First pitch on its way. Ben Gamble is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Adam Frazier is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3-0. Now the first pitch.
The first baseman, number 17.
Pulled toward right center field.
Hernandez.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Batting 9th, the pitcher.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Bob Gibson. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock. Polanco is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So here is Eric Davis, singled in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that... First pitch coming. Here it is. Brian Reynolds is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And he's retired 1 away. Next up, Colin Moran. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Gregory Polanco is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Top of the third set to get underway, and next will be the speedy catcher, Yadier Molina.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he will make it all the way around to score. And cue up the organ music because there was some treacherously bad defense on that play.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly.
And a sliding effort there at short, but this ball finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Nolan Arenado will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now a drive out to left center field. Pujols rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend the lead to 5-zip. We're going to see something pretty special here on Show Track. Check out the top speed of one of the fastest men in baseball as he goes all the way from first to home to score rather easily. That's about as good as it gets in the speed category right there. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
So the next to bat will be Dylan Carlson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Liner in there for a base hit. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking him about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this play.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next to stand in is Bob Gibson. He singled first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the Brian Hayes digging in now. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Jacob Stallings stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Batting ninth.
And now the first pitch.
The pitcher,
Sam Howard swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in. Back to the top of the order now, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock. First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
Now batting, number 44.
Into the box now, Eric Davis. Fly ball out toward left center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Stepping in next, Yadier Molina. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to left center field. Reynolds is on the move for it to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Digging hard. He's headed for third, and he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Albert.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third, and the run is in to score from third.
Now back.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Now the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So Paul DeYoung digs in next.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cardinals lead it 8-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And this is taken in for out number 1. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Adam Frazier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1-2-3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Dylan Carlson. First pitch of the AB now. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate, Bob Gibson, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lou Brock. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. First pitch on its way. Turned on down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 9-0. Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Chris Stratton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So now to the plate, Eric Davis. Yanked hard down the left field line. Gamble is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Next up is Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, what a dive. And give it up on a phenomenal play to 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Pirates nothing. Brian Reynolds stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Reynolds was born in Maryland. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Gregory Polanco is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. Looking up is the right fielder at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging. But they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Redbirds 10 and the Pirates 1. Now at the plate, Albert Pujols. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The second baseman, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the AB now. Left side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
You think he's not setting a tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
In now, Paul DeYoung. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Next, it'll be Dylan Carlson. His prior history versus this arm, he's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. Now here's the first offering. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike one.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early. That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jacob Stallings. Here comes the first out in the bottom of the sixth inning. Wilmer Defoe will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, that was a strange AB right there, D-Row. 7-pitch, 0-2 at bat. Gets the first 2 strikes, then on the 7th pitch, disaster for the pitcher.
Yeah, you'll see that happen about 5 to 10 times all year. You're in straight survival mode, fouling off everything, and found the hole.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Stepping in once again is Ben Gamble. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's set, and the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Clay Holmes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Bounce to first. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So now here is Lou Brock. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So now into the box is Eric Davis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Reynolds has it for out number 3. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on auto. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
First pitch on its way. Brian Reynolds is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Another 0-2 coming. Hot shot on the ground is short. DeYoung's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit is Colin Moran. He went down on strikes last time up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Skied into straightaway right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. New inning set to get underway. And next to hit is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
Line drive base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. At the plate now, Albert Pujols as he rips it on the ground to second. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The third baseman, Nolan.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Now it'll be Paul DeYoung. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. As a look, now the pitch. Ground ball left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Now the relay home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. Popped up. Newman is there. 2 gone. Up next, Bob Gibson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the AB now. As he grounds one briskly to short. Newman brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 14-1. Gregory Polanco is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Lifted down the line in left. Arenado might try to make a play on it, and it's a foul ball. Drilled to the right side. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
Stepping in now, Jacob Stallings.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0-1, here it comes. Chopped now to short. Can they get two? DeYoung gathers it in, and a good throw gets him one gone. O'Neill Cruz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitch. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Kevin Newman. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far. Boy, I love the way he's...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that... David Bednar comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 51, David Bednar.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reynolds is on the move for it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with his fourth hit of the ball game.
Now batting.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
The catcher, number 4.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In to score, the runner from third. Wow, if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Richard Rodriguez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Rodriguez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Molina at third. Pujols stands at second. No outs. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away. And now Paul DeYoung delivered an RBI single last time up.
Yeah, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Here's the 0-1. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Well, he's been shouldering the workload at the plate all night long. 2 RBIs here give him 6 in total for today's game.
Carlson.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson. Shoots this one to first, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Number 17.
Next, it'll be Keith Hernandez, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch of the AB now. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
This is just bordering on ridiculous now, guys. 19 runs in one game. To say that they're having some success at the plate would be like saying some kids are excited at Christmas.
Standing in now, Bob Gibson. He swings and grounds it to short. Newman's got it. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is all set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in the outfielder, Ben Gamble, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Gamble.
And it's quickly 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple. So now it's Brian Reynolds as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first. He'll be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is